Hello, my name is Sal. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be detailing my car, my '98 Honda Civic, and I'm going to show you how I detail all my cars on a budget. I detail all my cars this way. The cars I drive personally, all the cars for the lot. This is how I detail the cars. Of course, there's always more you can do. There's always less you can do, but this is how I do it. And I've never had any complaints, and I've gotten quite a few compliments, and people they always seem to be happy with it. I mean, it's always the little things that count. I don't go too crazy. I'm not shampooing carpets, really. I'm not fucking steam cleaning anything or anything like that, but today I just plan on detailing my '98 EX, and that'll probably be it. So let's get started. She's in. Start on this side, vacuum, get all the trash out first, then vacuum the driver's side, passenger, back passenger, then front passenger, then back, left, right passenger side, whatever. And then after you get all the trash picked out, all the vacuuming done of the floors and seats and upholstery, and then these little pockets, anything that you can stick the nozzle in to vacuum, you vacuum, because it makes your life easier later. And the shift boot and the crevices, anything you can do with that, you get it done. It makes your life a lot easier later when you start wiping things down. So then after that, you start wiping things down. I use this stuff over here it's just a multi-purpose, like Arm & Hammer multi-purpose cleaner, and a microfiber towel, and I spray everything down. Everything gets cleaned with that. I even clean these with it. This metal, I like the way it looks when it's all clean. Even out here, I make sure to get this section, anything that's visible from right here, from right there, anything in that view right there gets wiped down with that multi-purpose cleaner. Anything and everything. Obviously, I don't wipe down the cloth interior. If it was leather, I would wipe it down. Everything gets wiped down. And I do that, start on the driver's side, then I go over to the passenger side, and then I go to the back. And if it's, a multi-row vehicle, then, I just driver's side, passenger side, and then I work my way back of the car. And then that's that. Generally, I wipe it down. I will go into detail a little bit later how I get into crevices with my brushes and stuff. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so step one is done. I just cleaned out. I just picked up all the trash. I'm not going to film all this stuff. I'm just going to do it and then update you after, because unless it's something weird or complicated. But I feel like most of you know how to pick up trash. Just make sure you get in everything, and your little glove boxes, your little center consoles, and your nooks and crannies, and your seats, under your seats, on both of them, and your every nook and cranny you can think of. Just make sure you get in there. And your cup holders, you can't see, that was dark. God dang it. But yeah, just get in every nook and cranny, pick up all the trash you can. And then you're going to come in with your shop vac, or your regular house vac, or the vacuum cleaner at the local car wash. It doesn't matter, just a vacuum. When I first started detailing, I was using a regular vacuum cleaner, just one of those cheap Eureka vacuum cleaners from my local Ollie's. Okay, so I just got done vacuuming, and don't forget, I'm serious, don't forget to get inside these pockets. I vacuum the vents. I vacuum everything. Vacuum everything. As long as your attachment isn't too scruffy or, fucked up or anything. Like that one's pretty clean still. If it'll focus. Like it's not, chewed up or anything, so I can run it across stuff and it's not going to scratch any of my interior. So I use it on everything. I get in here, I get in the vents, I get the steering wheel under these levers, the what are those called? The rails for the seats. I did forget to get in there, but luckily it's not too dusty. But yeah, that's it. After vacuuming, still got to wipe that down, wipe down everything, wipe down all this center console stuff. It's a little wet there, I don't know why. I even took the time to vacuum in here, this little spot, this little crease in between this plastic and this leather. But yeah, vacuum as much as you can, so that way it just makes wiping down easier. Your rag doesn't get as dirty as fast. You don't get chunks of nastiness on your rags and all that. So I'm going to start the wipe down process, and then I'll show you that. Real quick, I forgot to tell you, if your carpet or your interior is really, really stained up, there's a couple things you can do. They make a bunch of stuff that you can use. What I do is I just take some of this Purple Power, and I have one of these old multi-purpose bottles that I used up. It was empty, it's just laying around. So I think I went about 50-50, Purple Power and water, and mixed it up, and I spray that on the stain. Let it sit on it for, the longer the better, and then I vacuum it up. If it's a really, really bad stain, I have this old cap from a different upholstery cleaner can thing that I was using, and I just kept the cap off of it. It's got these really rough, like hard plastic brush things on it, and I use that to disturb the stain a little bit, work that Purple Power in, and then I vacuum it up quickly, because I don't want the Purple Power to like set on a new spot of carpet and stain it up. So I vacuum it up as quickly as possible, and then spray more Purple Power on it, and then let it sit, and then vacuum it up. But that's how I remove my stains. Look at that gross armrest, man. That was like that when I got it. I'm going to take that off and get some stuff. Honestly, I don't care how this car looks. So I figured I would just record me cleaning this door skin. So, like I said, I use this multi-purpose Arm & Hammer, or Armor All multi-purpose cleaner, and I just spray it over the whole door while I, just quickly move my thing side to side or whatever. What you do have to be worried about, though, is white lettering like this, and the auto. I don't know if you can tell, but they used to say auto. So that will wipe away on almost every car I've ever used this stuff on. So just be careful of that. Don't wipe at it, just dab. That Might not come off, but just be careful. Just dab at it like that. These cheap microfiber towels from like Dollar General and stuff, they soak up pretty good. So, and plus this stuff dries pretty fast, and it doesn't leave any like residue or anything like that. So just wipe it down. Get in every little nook and cranny. I already wiped this door down, so I'm just gonna go over it real quick. Get in these, like the bottom sides of these switches. Get in here. Get on this back side. I don't really want to get the bottom because the bottom's probably nasty as hell. I don't want to ruin my rag just yet. We'll wipe up in there. Now you'll find a lot of times that in that little crevice in this little pocket here is disgusting. There's a bunch of crud in there. If you don't vacuum it out, when you go to wipe this out with your rag, there will be a bunch of just crap and crud all over your rag. You'll have to shake it out and pick at it and stuff. Just slows you down. So it's just easy just to quickly vacuum it out. Let's get back to work. Okay, so when you get to these, well, first off, let's start over here. When you get to these, this white lettering, on these Hondas, it's not that bad. I don't think it's really coming off, unless you like take your fingernail and try to scrape it off. But on Chevy products, it comes right the fuck off. So be very, very careful about that. And over here too, all of this white stuff, if this was a Chevy and I took a rag and wiped it, it would come off. So be careful. I think Ford might be the same way. But when you get to these vents, let's go over here, it's better lighting. When you get to these vents and you see a bunch of like dust and stuff, you can just take a little brush. I don't know what you call this. I just got this out of like a detail kit from like my local Pet Boys, and it comes with this little rubber pick, so that way I can get into like corners and stuff with it. If it focuses. Well, it's just a little rubber point that I can like get into like corners with and stuff like that. But let's get to work here. If you got like a filthy little vent here, you just take your brush and brush it away. Just dust it like you would anything. And if it's really bad and you can't get it to come clean, then feel free to spray some of that multi-purpose on the brush. You know, just squirt it right into the center of it, right there, straight at it. And you can go around and it'll get in between all these little nook and crannies here. And that's what detailing is. It's the little things. Okay, so I'm pretty much done now. I forgot that I had to wipe down all this stuff with that multi-purpose rag. So I went ahead and wiped all that down. Wiped down this black piece here. It looks way better with that being done. And wiped everything down. Now all I have to do is vacuum the rug that goes over that, and then put my air freshener in, and it's technically done. But technically not. I just went ahead and did the driver's side for you guys. And I still have to do the rest of the car, which isn't much. Just the passenger side and the back. It's not a lot to this Civic, obviously. It's a two-door, small. It's a coupe. Yeah, it's a coupe. So, but yeah, that's that. That's how you detail a car on the low, you know, on a budget. So after you include the cost of the vacuum, the shop vac, and the microfiber towels and the multi-purpose cleaner, it really doesn't come out to much. So I don't know if I said this before. I might be repeating myself, but bear with me. I'm still getting used to this. So $4 for the multi-purpose cleaner, $4 for the microfiber towels, $35 for your own vac, but you can use your house vac, and $4 for a air freshener, and maybe like let's say $2 for the brush. So say 4, 8, 4, 8, 12, 13, $14. $14 to get a real good interior detail. Let me make that very obvious. It's an interior detail. We didn't touch the exterior of the vehicle. Obviously, that is also included in a regular detail or whatever if you're going to do the whole car. But for this video, we're only doing the interior. And like I said, 15, 16 bucks. And you can have all of the things that you really need to wipe everything up and make it look very clean. And you can use your house vac if you have to. I recommend doing your vacuuming at your house or in your garage or wherever instead of at the car wash, because those vacuum cleaners tend to be very expensive. Like you can waste a lot of money at a car wash, especially around here. I don't know about you guys, but it gets pretty ridiculous. Like I think $10 got me like 5 minutes on a self-wash car wash, and that's not including all the quarters and dollars I spent on vacuuming. So the more you can do by yourself, the more money you're going to spend, or you're going to save rather. When I detail the exterior of a vehicle, I don't even use a power washer or anything myself anymore. I was when I first started. I got a power washer. I was power washing everything. I was sponging everything, drying everything, all that. People don't care enough. So if it was a nice enough car and I felt like it would net me enough profit, I would do it. But $5 at one of those automated car washes where you just park and it does all the washing for you, the touchless. Don't ever go to one of those old school brush ones where it's actually touching the vehicle. That's you're mess up your paint in your car. But $5 for one of those automated car washes, and it's painless. You just drive in there and it washes your fucking car for you. After that, I typically clean the wheels myself before I go to the car wash, and we'll cover exterior detailing in another video. But it's very simple. The most time-consuming part of the detail is the interior, and that's just because there's so many different nooks and crannies. And this particular, what we did today, won't be good for every vehicle. There will be like added steps for different interiors, like leather or suede or whatever. So don't think that you can just do this one thing. But this should cover a very broad range of vehicles, because most cars that are on the road are either leather or cloth. And if it's if you have leather interior, they have like leather protectant and special cleaning things that you can do. And it's just another chemical you pick up. And it's just as painless, just another thing you gotta wipe. That's all. And that's it. Yeah, 15, 16 bucks. You can detail the interior of your own vehicle and vacuum it for $15, and you get pretty good results. And that's that. I hope you enjoy the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you have any tips or tricks or anything, please leave them in the comments, and I'll see them, and it'll make me better. I'll appreciate it. Thank you. Just a quick peek at what it looks like now. So yeah, it's a lot different. Just by picking up the garbage and vacuuming, wiping down just makes everything have that nice shine to it. It just looks a lot better. And it doesn't take a whole lot of time to do this by yourself. I think I got the whole car done. If I wasn't recording, I probably would have had it done in 30 minutes maybe on the interior. Just the interior. This doesn't include the exterior. So yeah, it smells amazing. It smells clean. I had never cleaned this car before. Shame on me. But it's clean now. So, focus. So yeah, that's that. It's very clean. 30 minutes, $15, $16. You can do this.